Hands in the air, partner. Okay, now shoot. They call this the surrender start. A train robbery, a blazing shootout from inside a saloon, fighting off attackers at the old fort. You've seen these scenarios in dozens of Western movies, and now they're built into the Ben Avery shooting range near Phoenix. These guys and gals call themselves SAS, Single Action Shooting Society. They've made a sport out of all those cowboy action scenes. Single action means shooting old school style.
Every single shot you take, you either pull the hammer on the pistol or you lever the rifle.
Keep that in mind. Every shot you fire, you're working with that trigger finger and your thumb or your wrist to pull back that hammer or cock a lever. That doesn't mean there isn't room for individual style or technique.
Some of them shoot duelist, which means they cock with their thumb and shoot with the same hand. I shoot traditional, so I cock with this one and pull the trigger with the other.
The guns you see here are true to the way firearms worked in the Old West. And since speed is half of what makes you a winner, some of these guns are tricked out a bit.
We take these guns apart, polish the interior parts, so they're very smooth and very slick. I mean, you can operate them very fast. And as you've probably seen out here watching some of the cowboy shooters, they can get 5 shots off with this gun as fast as you can get 5 shots off with an automatic.
You shoot your way out of these scenarios with a combination of pistols, a shotgun, and a rifle. Shooters look for every way they can to shave seconds off their time. He loads 2 shells at once. The shooter does all the work of pulling the hammer and the trigger with one hand, and just like this guy, can shoot his pistols from right and left hands separately. It all leaves plenty of room for things to go wrong. This guy has multiple misfires, has to reload 2, then 1 more. Or an empty shell will make your gun jam, like this, or like that.
You can have mechanical malfunctions, you can have brain malfunctions. Sometimes that timer goes off and it's like a time warp and, it just wipes the brain.
Guns will sometimes stick in their holsters. Maybe a target doesn't want to go down with just 1 shot.
Again. Ow! Little sucker!
Watch top-notch shooter Spencer Hoagland and see what it can look like when everything goes right.
1761. Any number of things can go wrong. There's ammunition malfunctions, there's gun malfunctions, and it's all part of cowboy shooting. And in order to be successful at it, you need to be the best one at overcoming those problems that will happen.
And while the bullets they're using are a lot less powerful than the real thing, they can still sting you.
I got hit.
In real life, I'm Rich Tomich. I'm a pilot for a major airline.
For many of the people here, a big part of the fun is as much about aiming for authenticity and character as it is about hitting the target.
In this life, I am Lieutenant Colonel Scratch. This particular uniform that I'm wearing is an 1884 Indian Wars fatigue uniform. It was developed for the cavalry here in the desert Southwest, and it goes along with the uniform that I'm wearing. It's a cavalry Colt, is what they call them.
So was this Gatling gun, but since it's not single action and fires a whole lot more than 6 shots, it's not allowed in the competition.